Greetings, Dungeon Divers. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Mind Over Magic, Jade Dragon, Episode 8, Death's Door. Currently, the priority is to build a common room, and that is something that I have actually been working on for a very long time now, because it required a lot of resources ahead of time. So what I want you to do is re-vote on it, just to make sure that that is still the priority. So it is option number 7, and I will detail these 7 options. So an advanced classroom would allow you to train students quicker. There is a downside to advanced classroom, I will add. Advanced classrooms, because you train the students quicker, it gives potentially you less time to work on their trials. Because if they blow through their lessons, then they don't end up learning anything as they work on trials. So it's kind of a, double-edged sword there. Or a library. So a library sounds boring, but it's actually pretty important. A library allows you to attune to relics that are higher level than your mage. So it gives you access to be able to attune mages to higher level relics, making them potentially stronger. There is an upgraded version of the library which allows you to attune 7 levels higher, but the library is a way more reasonable goal of to be able to build, which is 3 levels higher. An infirmary gets you to heal faster. We could build one of those. A private dining room adds 15 conviction for staff diners instead of the 5 that we currently have now. We could also pivot and do a greenhouse if you want. Greenhouses, the tending of plants at greenhouses lasts longer, and it keeps them safe from negative weather. We could continue working in bedrooms, or rather build bedrooms, or continue working in the common room. All right. So that is where we're picking up. And before I do anything else, let's repel this fog. Hey, soldier. Thank you for the resub. Glad to have you here. So Plaguebringing, you asked, I mentioned last stream that there was a room under the school that would allow me to upgrade staffs. Yes. What happened to the Oracleums? They're gone. There is a lot of game mechanics that used to be that are no more. Like the scrolls that dropped when you killed things, or, they've revamped the game significantly. So a lot of the older game mechanics, if you feel like they're missing, they're gone. And redesigned, in my opinion, in a better way. Alright, so it looks like Team Common Room has won. So I'm going to continue working on the Common Room. And believe it or not, that's what I'm doing right now. Alright, so we're going to repel the fog. And my plan is to put the Common Room here, because it needs to be an elevated building. And then move this dining room to the mess hall, but the dining room needs to be elevated, so I need to put a roof here so that this mess hall becomes elevated and then can become a dining room. So what will end up happening briefly while we are building the common room is a lot of the current infrastructure will be disrupted. And there is a battle that awaits. An Animus Crystal at level 9 enemy. Probably not going to survive that, or at least not well, so I'm going to leave that alone. I'd rather not get anyone on death's door. Alright. I did have a follow-up question, however. So, I gave it some additional thought, and I thought to myself that ideally, the best nature mage to have in your colony is ideally a shattered one. I'm going to be blue for the duration of the spoiler. It's just why. It's only the reason why shattered are better. So shattered are better because there's a specific type of plant. Well, there are a few different types. There's 2 different types of plants which can harm non-shattered. And one is a little bit more annoying. So one plant just like lowers your morale. It's not a big deal. The other plant will literally entangle you. And shattered are immune to this effect, which is why I tend to like shattered as my plant tenders. So with that said, my question is, should I make Sean Oh, we have a Spectral Rift. Should I make Sean the, like, Nature and Dark Apprentice? Or should I wait for a Shattered? And I'll have you vote on that in just a minute. But first, we have a battle. I'm taking a look if there are trials that I can work on. So, Dancing Queen and Pyromania, but Defensive Duelist, that's one I could work on right now. So maybe Willow will join this fight. Instead of, Willow doesn't have a lot of health. So, Sean, no, I don't really want you to be frontlining. Gartarlin doesn't have a lot of health either. What I can do is I can just bring rejuvenation potions just in case. What nature mage should I keep? A Shattered mage or Sean? I can live with either, but you've heard my reasonings. Oh, Matic, you are currently hurt. Only about 10 hit points, so not a big deal. So Willow has a trial to have no one get knocked out from a fight. This should be a pretty easy trial. And then Willow and Sir Thunder need to, like, burn a lot of things for their trials, and, you know, I need to figure out what I want them to burn. So the Messy Meddlers are the most dangerous, but I think in this fight, it's going to be better if I... Who's next? Oh, Red Moon's next? Okay. I'm trying to figure out turn order. There we go. So someone's gonna get hit here because this ton only lasts for 2. But they're taking 3 turns because Willow is slow. So Guitar Lillian got a little hit. That's alright. Alright. Ooh, good crit. And this fight's in the bag now. Oh, another crit. Back-to-back crits. There you go. Willow's trial is done. Alright, we are going to keep a Shattered Mage. Got it. So that means Sean here, he is done with all of his trials, so it's time for him to graduate. There's no sense in having him stay here any longer. So graduate, Mr. Sean, and done. Alright, I'm going to continue crafting up nature wands so that we can potentially get a Shattered Nature user. Ideally one that has a dark skill of at least 2 to start. That would be like the real kicker. I believe I am researching... Yeah, okay, I'm researching Second Sight, yeah. I think until I have Second Sight going, I am going to destroy these Crow corpses so they don't come back to haunt me. Meaning Willow and Sir Thunder, who have destroy trials, might as well have them be the ones to destroy it. 2 birds and 1 stone. No ghosts here. Alright, what relic did I get? So Sean's Vivacious Bifocals. Ooh, nice. It gives HP and mana. Honestly, not that great, and no one can attune to it, but I'm going to keep it so that I can attune later. It's for Vivified only. Why not keep Sean until Shattered is found? Because it costs Gnosis shards to keep him. So it would be spending a finite resource for, you know, for no apparent reason. I'm trying to be judicious with the my Gnosis shard usage, in other words. Is there any relics that can be attuned? Currently, no. Alright, that's fine. So I am going to switch the mess hall and the dining room to prepare for the common room. So for this to be a mess hall, let's do room goal, mess hall. It needs to be skewered, so I need to change the roof. I'm not too worried about that. And then this to be a dining room probably needs to be more luxurious, I'd imagine. Yes. I need to increase luxury. Alright, well, that's easy. I'm gonna get some candelabras as soon as I have a little bit of wood. So, hey Moxie. The never sleeping, never eating, never tired, never out of mana. Go chop some wood. Are gifted students only for combat-oriented magic schools? No. I'm just making judgment calls about what I think is ultimately best. For those that remember the original series that I did with this, I left way more choices up to the viewers, and it derailed everything, because essentially if you're not making smart choices, you can get pretty screwed pretty quick. So, essentially what I'm doing is I'm trying to steer us towards success. So if you don't necessarily understand the reasons for my choices, it's just so that I avoid the pitfalls of failure as a result of making bad choices now, which ripple out later. That's how I would describe it. Do I want gifted students to use the staff in the future and not regular students? It's not about gifted or regular. When you upgrade your staff's level, it increases your max level, and it also increases your magic skill, but it additionally, it makes you harder to deal with. You basically become conceited, and you require a higher conviction. So just because you can upgrade the staff doesn't necessarily actually mean it's a good idea, because the mage themselves will become a lot fussier with more negative quirks having taken, you know, more power upon themselves. So to that end, just because I have better staffs doesn't mean I want to use them. Every mage will fulfill a role, and some of the roles will not require higher level magic skill. Right? Like if your role in the school is to teach, your magic skill matters very little. Or if your role is to do alchemy, you know, your magic skill matters very little. So I'm going to be addressing, I'm going to be setting them up based upon what I need them to do, not just generically upgrading everyone for no reason. As that's honestly a recipe for failure. Yeah, thank you for the resub. Okay, we have Second Sight now. Research. Second Sight allows us to process crow corpses. So it's not that I actually wanted the eyeballs, necessarily. I just don't want crow corpses around the map. So that's why I got Second Sight. I still want to keep researching use every part, because that allows us to make meat. Alright, there's our dining room. I'm going to move the lightning rod so I can start working on the common room. Oh, actually, I'm going to move the lightning rod over here. And I'm out of wood. Matic, I'm gonna have you go chop some trees down for me. You were probably teaching, but, not now. So the advantage of a common room, before I built one, is that it's a much higher conviction for students to sleep and eat in there. There is no additional benefit to recreate in there, but over a conservatory. They're the same conviction bonus. Now, if I had a house commons, which is even harder to build, there would be a conviction bonus. But that isn't my current goal. But what I want to do is I want to set myself up to be able to build a house commons once I have the resources to do it. I'm wondering... So I don't actually really... Maybe I'll just do regular old support like that. Okay. Use every part just got researched, so now we can make meat. We have the ability to make a Dark Apprentice portal, although I do not currently have the material. I would like... Let's see. I'm going to queue up the pantry and the incense burner. Is there any reason I have 2 classrooms? I just didn't want to have to redefine this wall. So there is no reason. It also doesn't hurt me either. There's no reason for me to, like, change it. Either way. Alright, we're still hurting on wood. As soon as I cut those trees down, I, like, immediately queued to use them all. We are also out of stone, so if I really want to continue this project, I'm going to have to go down to get stone, because I don't... Oh, Thunderstorm coming. Shoot. I wasn't really ready for that. Alright, this is going to be a temporary solution for the Thunderstorm. Just because I don't want things destroyed. And this is no longer a scullery because it's probably not skewed, I'd imagine. Let's see, workshop, scullery, needs to be skewed. Okay, that's fine. The bonus of a scullery is low enough that it doesn't really matter to me. Alright, so Moxie, I want you to build this roof. And I'm going to have Matic break away from the dance party to help with the construction, because we're about to get hit by the lightning. So parts of this floor here is vulnerable to the lightning, so I'm just not going to build it right now. I'll wait until the thunderstorm is over. I'm not really eager to have to replace floor for no reason. Sir Thunder needs to dance 2 more times, and then both Willow and Sir Thunder need to destroy a whole bunch of stuff. So, let's see. Destroy. They're the only ones allowed to destroy. And once this rainstorm's over, I'll just have them, like, destroy shadow nut trees and stuff like that. Or bushes and whatever nature stuff is out there that I don't necessarily want. Cheers. So we're working on our third story. And we have a corrupted lantern. Oh. So the corrupted lantern is a conviction penalty. And the only way to get rid of it is to clear the dungeons up to that room. Which is to go deeper into the spine. I wasn't planning on doing the spine next. But I suppose we can, just because now we have a reason to do it. So build a common room and destroy the lantern. So instead of the standard lessons today, I'll probably have these guys go down. As far as the mage sheet goes... Alright, Red Moon is not going to get a higher level torrent. Got it. So it doesn't really matter. Waiting isn't going to help in that case. Okay. So once they have their morning meals, I will send them to... Oh, you know, they're eating the wrong spots. The students are... Okay, let me switch this. Staff is there. And students over here. I had switched the rooms, but not the tables, so they had the wrong designations. Alright, Thunderstorm's over, so let's bring this out as far as it can go with the support that it has. And then, instead of regular classes, we're going to be clearing up to the lantern. Okay, I'm just making sure that this is the roster I want. I think it is. And I'll have them bring 6 health potions and 4 mana potions as they descend, so that I can, you know, support them. Sir Thunder also just got Dancing Queen. So, Sir Thunder, I'd like to graduate you sometime soon. So let's... Actually, don't destroy that. Let's have you destroy some trees for me. And maybe some mandrakes as well. Basically, resources I don't need at the moment. Alright, I'm going to use Consecrating Drops to cast armor so that Guitar Lilin doesn't get hit by the water wave as hard. And then I'll use Soak. Soak weakens the damage. In this case, I'll just Earth Armor. Alright, so she is going to use a health potion. It's the first time I'm using a potion, I think. There we go. Cleared. Willow's now max level. Sweet. And we got a little bit more stone. So the lantern's on the left here. What I want to do is hit up this next room only after we fill up our mana. and then bring the potions that we brought down with us to the next fight too. So Willow is helping to clear as a fire mage, whereas Sir Thunder is just trying to make progress with his last trial of destroying things. I don't really like the, destroy trial, because there isn't typically stuff... Oh, this is going to be a nasty fight. There isn't typically stuff that I'd, want to destroy. So, these guys, every time they attack, they, depower you. But there's 4 of them. So it's going to be important to, get through their numbers quickly. Oh, no, she's going to be Death's Door. Man, they did a lot more damage than I thought. I thought I would have a little bit more time, but nope. They chewed through her like it was nothing. So we'll have, I'll be able to show you what Death's Door is as a result. Not that I wanted to, but this is a pretty difficult fight. Because they're empowering themselves and doing a whole lot of damage in the meantime. Now there's only 2 left. Makes it a little easier. Ooh, just keep critting. And this is why you bring potions to a fight, because I am sucking them down almost every turn just to stay alive, because these things are hitting way harder than I am. Crit! Oh! Crit for 62 of 62. So, more than likely, I will not be able to clear the lantern, because Guitar Lillin's passed out. And we would need a full roster to be able to do that. So, we'll have to rest. So, here's the rescues. When you go to Death's Door, you have to get rescued to a medical bed. I am going to have Moxie do it, because Moxie moves a whole lot faster going through the ground than the others do. And then there's a ritual here. It's a water ritual to revive using wormweed pods, which is stored right next to the beds, but it does give you a negative quirk as a result. So you are permanently debuffed a little as a result of going Death's Door. Oh, and I have a Spectral Rift. Oh, great. When it rains, it pours. Oh, the rift is literally on Guitar Lillin. Well, that just feels personal at this point. So, it's an unknown negative quirk. I don't know what it is, but I will find out, soon enough, I'm sure. So I'm going to quickly make a regen potion so that Guitar Lillin can drink it. Or actually, I'm going to have her come down here and drink this one. Maybe I don't want her coming down this far. So I'm going to have Moxie store it for Guitar Lillin so that Guitar Lillin doesn't have to move so far. And have you medical rest. So Moxie's got the potion, just delivered it, so now Guitar Lillin drinks it, and then we can kill the Spectral Rift. I just didn't want someone, so super wounded heading into it. Alright, Rift time. It's only a level 3 battle, that's not too hard. And Moxie's now cooking up some more health potions. Not a fan of the music? I have the music on pretty low, but I can raise it a bit. It's not that I hate the music, it's just I don't like to have to talk over it Sometimes it gets real loud. Alright, this is a more reasonable fight. And of course it hits my weakest, but, well, whatever. Oh, I get it. You mean because they hit Guitar Lilin. Oh, this is perfect. 11 damage. 11 damage. Alright, cleared. That could have gone worse. So, we definitely want to grab as many health potions before we go into the Corrupted Lantern's Spire. Just because I want to be ready for it. Who's in school? Hey, Sean, thank you for the resub. Sorry that we, graduated you. You aren't, like, in the school anymore. You will be missed. It is a matter of support. Oh, man, every time. I thought we, this must not be illuminated correctly. So last time we had a Void Shroom in here, I thought it was just that the lantern was damaged, but clearly that isn't the case. It's just not bright enough. And our room in here isn't bright enough either. Easy fixes. I think I'm going to high priority clean everyone. Sir Thunder and Willow want to recreate... Oh no, Sir Thunder wants to eat in a room with Willow, and Willow wants to recreate in a room with Sir Thunder. Alright. Noted. So the lighting problem is resolved. Still working on the common room. Yes, it takes a while. I think what I'm going to do instead of continual arch support is support it from the bottom here. Well, I don't have the stone for that at the moment. So I'll do arch structural support there instead. So Katarlin is almost fully healed up, and everyone else is healed. Good. So this here is where the common room is going to be, more or less. We just need more stone in order to get it built. And unfortunately, I wanted to go through the lava mine, which has a lot more stone, but the spine ended up with the corrupted lantern, so I have to go through there. The lava mines are rich in stone. And the stone ruins too. Although that specific room just has iron and smokestick and viscera. After essential medicine, which is almost done. Let's see. Maybe I'll start to queue up larger windows, because a lot of the more advanced rooms require large windows. So having large windows ahead of time, kind of nice. So we have pantries when I want to make a nicer dining room, or not dining room, kitchen, sorry. And then we have the medicine for an infirmary. So regular kitchen and a fine kitchen. The fine kitchen's requirements are going to be a little harder to fulfill because it requires to be towered. It's fine. Just good to know ahead of time. And then we have incense burners. Actually, how close is this nurse station to an infirmary? Just because we've been getting hurt. So it is not silent because it's next to a dining room. It needs more medical, but so it's not close, so I'm not going to bother doing the incense burners right now because it's not close to fulfilling the room requirements. So let's do a superior repel fog, and then try to clear the spire. I'm probably running relatively low on wood from all these construction projects, but I've been, like, destroying trees for the pyromaniacs. I still have 2 more trees to blow up with this pyromaniac. Maybe I'll destroy something outside of the current fog. Leave everything that's close to the base alone. I'm also going to want to top up on wormweed again, because we use some of it for Guitar Lillian's Death Door ritual. We have 4 out of the 5 rejuvenation potions that I wanted, and I think we're brewing up the 5th. Nothing fancy stuck in the crystals. Every time you repel fog, it's worth checking. So let's go ahead and clear this this lantern now. And then Sir Thunder, you come over here and destroy 2 more trees. And that will be your final trial. I haven't done Willow's because I've been using Willow in combat, so she's been really busy with other things. All right. The second half of this... Oh, I need more stone, so it's moot. So it's going to be a 2-floor common room here, eventually becoming the House Commons. And I'll explain that in a minute. So the Corrupted Lantern attacks everybody, and it's really nice to knock out early. Unfortunately, Guitar Lillian doesn't do enough one-hit damage to be able to get it. So I can shock it for 5 short of its max HP. But I wanted to kill it first turn. She just is not powerful enough. Oof. Holy moly, that hurt. Alright. No more Death Door for you. Drink. Alright, so the lantern is now cleaned and is no longer an enemy. And now we're down to 1 enemy. So this fight is in the bag. One of the other hidden advantages of all these fights is it is leveling up the relics that we're attuned to, if we have attuned relics. The relics themselves are gaining experience, even though our mages are max level. And Red Moon can now attune to the Perceptive Tentacle, because she's high enough level to do it. So she's max level, but she's not max water level. So she has a little bit more training to go. Alright. Both Willow and Sir Thunder... Well, Sir Thunder's about ready to graduate. Yep, he's ready to graduate now. His Pyromania is done, and he's done all trials. So once he graduates, I'm going to bring in... Probably this time, it's not going to be... I don't have the Gnosis shards to bring in another gifted student. So... It might just be a normal student. But if the normal student has the necessary class and level requirements, I don't really care if it's gifted for the Shattered Nature Mage that we're aiming for. Being gifted or not is not that important in that regard. Actually, yeah. Let me double check the room's requirements. Skewed, towered, elevated. Okay. Skewed. There we go. Thank you for tuning in to Mind Over Magic, which originally streamed live on Twitch October 15th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow mages,